Welcome to Mika's Journey, a transition story. Um, I have my weekly electrolysis appointment on Wednesday. Um, so I thought I'd do an episode today to show off the hair, what little there is. This is 2 days of unshaven face. So those of you that don't know about electrolysis, they got to take this little electrode and it goes right down next to the hair follicle. They zap it and they pull the hair up. So you gotta let the hair grow a little bit so that they can grab it without it pushing the hair back down in there. So I started laser 2 weeks ago, and for 2 days unshaven, I mean, that's the only bad spot. I think that it looks pretty darn good. And she's already talking about moving to 4 hours each week instead of 6. So that would be nice. But this brings us to our topic today of mental health and how I've always viewed myself. Once again, I don't want to, as we talk about mental health, I don't want to at all say that my journey is the same as anyone else's. I'm sure all of our journeys are different. Everything we go through is different. Each one of us is an individual. But this is about my journey and just what I've been through. So my hair modification started in 6th grade. A friend called me unibrow. And I went home that night and started plucking the 6 hairs that were in the middle there, but nobody was going to call me unibrow again. And I actually really took offense to that for being in 6th grade. 7th grade, my facial hair started coming in. And I liked it because I never felt that I had a masculine face. And the facial hair helped it be a little more masculine. So that was beneficial to me, I thought. I was really just hiding behind the facial hair all those years. I went to college late, and that was in 97. And I started plucking eyebrows again in college because I, once again, thought these eyebrows that I had were wrong. I didn't realize at the time that eyebrow plucking can be permanent, and you should have someone who knows what they're doing mess with your eyebrows. So I had these big eyebrows that wrapped around, and I didn't like that. So instead of just taking them back a little bit, which I think I tried that at first, but something was wrong. I had to go a little bit more. No, something wrong. I had to go a little bit more. And suddenly, I just had these 2 big old black caterpillars up here. And I was like, oh no, I'm going to wait for the hair to grow back in and redo this. And months later, it's like, where's this hair? Oh my God. So I was stuck with them, but I wasn't going to touch them again. I'd already shown I couldn't be trusted with this. So I just left him alone until a little over a month ago. I finally got those shaped. I got my eyeliner, my permanent eyeliner put on. Because I can't do eyeliner. Did I already say that yet in these videos? I do permanent eyeliner. And so I didn't even think much about gender dysphoria. I mean, obviously, I wasn't thinking transgender or anything like that. I knew I wasn't straight. That's all that I really knew. I hadn't explored anything yet. I hadn't opened myself up. So I'm going to go to 2020 now. My chosen father, the person I viewed as my father growing up, he passes away. And that was really my last obstacle to progressing with my sexuality and my gender. He was not a friend. He wouldn't have handled it well. I knew that. So I felt more freedom after he was gone. how does that fit in now? We'll figure all this out. But yeah, so I was able to, I started shaving my beard off all the time then. I was willing to, because I was intermittently dressing at home still. I wasn't doing it all the time. And I would often have a beard because it once again helped me hide. But yeah, I guess it was probably 2012 was the first time I really started shaving the face. So 2009, my gray was getting really bad. So I was already happy to start removing facial hair. So it's probably about 2012 when I was actually starting to shave more often, because I'm looking in the mirror and I'm not seeing what I should be seeing. Wow, it's been that long that I've been, just thinking about this. But it's, so the VA has, I think it's about a 12-week long class here where we're dealing mostly with mental health. I could tell right away that they're trying to make sure that, we're of sound mind. It has nothing to do with them thinking that we have mental problems. The mental stuff for trans people is in how we're perceived, how we're treated in public. It's not easy to maintain good employment. Sometimes you have to work in places you'd rather not, just to have a job. Maintaining some place to live can be hard. You will have places that discriminate against you for that. I have people that shake their head at me, and I know that rolling their eyes. I was at the VA, and this lady just sat there staring at me, and hello, how are you? And nothing, just staring. And she was not happy with what she was seeing. When they called me, I was like, yes, I'm coming. Please get me out of here. But this brings us to the homophobia part. So in Saudi Arabia, we had one guy there that was a crotch grabber. He thought it was so fun to grab other guys' crotches. And he grabbed mine, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You don't have permission to grab me. Well, I'm just joking around. What are you, homophobe? And other people, yeah, what are you, homophobe? He's just joking, it's guy stuff. I was like, unwanted touching is unwanted touching. Now, granted, this was 1992, 91, 92, 92. This was Doha. So this was 92 probably. It would have been late 91. But yeah, it's 30 years ago, okay, but I think, apparently we did look at things different back then. But I'm just curious to know what they would think today. I want to know what they thought when Trump said he could grab a woman and get away with it. Grab a woman's pussy and get away with it. Because what I heard was a nation screaming that this dude committed a sexual assault. He's bragging about being able to just do that because he's rich. And, we started talking that, that's wrong. That's a sexual assault. That's what I was saying in 90. It doesn't matter who you are, unwanted, but, so them using homophobe that way was, in my mind, accurate. I was afraid that I might be gay. And it wasn't that I was afraid I might be gay. It's that I'm afraid everybody else is going to find out the way I feel. So that's more how that goes. I don't like using homophobia that you don't like, because that's just it. It's not a fear. You don't fear me. You hate me. So in that aspect, that isn't homophobia. That's just pure hate. So we kind of use it as an umbrella term to describe that, but I don't think that's accurate. I think that needs to be changed. So my friends, I don't know how many of them are going to be supportive. I've gotten some very supportive messages from some of my friends. I've gotten a lot of likes. I can see the likes, but I don't see a lot of them. And I don't know who's just not paying attention. But one friend that I had for 30 years, he's 20 years older than me, and I've always kind of looked at him as not just a friend. You know, he's my elder. You respect your elders, things like that. He was a lot of fun, but since I told him, he hasn't been able to talk to me, and that, I won't lie, that hurts. He was a good friend. I enjoyed talking to him, and I miss talking to him. I'm hoping that he can see past that and still talk to me, at least on the phone. He doesn't even have to look at me. We don't have to go out together. He doesn't have to be in public with me. But that's the type of thing that starts to cause the suicide rates. You know, is the way friends are going to, the way they're going to treat us, the way we're viewed in public, and you don't think that you can go on. So one study showed that the suicide rate was nearly 60% for children who had unsupportive parents of them transitioning, and down like 4% in the kids that had parents that were supportive. And that's terrible that, you know, there are parents that won't listen to their own children, and that they deny things. They force things on them. You shouldn't be playing with that. This is what you're supposed to be playing with. You know, let the kid play with what they want to play with. My sister would play Barbies with me. She had the Barbie playhouse. She got everything. But I'm not jealous. But yeah, she had the Barbie 3-story house, whatever it was, and oh, come in here, we'll play. I remember doing that when we were kids. Just little things like that. But my mental health is fine. I may have left the church, but I never left God. I never stopped believing. My faith never stopped. And I've never seen suicide as something you do. I don't know if that's going to taint my soul, but I'm not going to take the chance. I don't know what's going to happen after this. But I don't believe this is tainting me. I have my own religious beliefs, and I found a church that is very accepting. I get to go. I'm very involved at church. I'm on the board. I really like that group, and sadly churches are dying, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to have this. But it would be nice if we could spread the word. But that's another subject for a different series altogether. I do hope that these videos can help someone out there, but they won't do that if they can't see that. So please share this video. Let's see how many people we can help reach this. And we'll see if we can't keep this going. But my journey keeps going, and we will see if I can't come up with a subject for tomorrow's show. Until then.